Let me quickly talk to you about Magaya warehouse management software. And the thing is that Magaya really keeps improving in the last 5 years. We love the fact that you can scale this, you can scale your warehouse management with this software. So, into this conversation, I want to go a little in depth about Magaya warehouse management software. So, here's a presentation I want you to pay attention to. So, let's first define what Magaya warehouse management software really is. So, when you think about Magaya supply chain, I want you to think about warehouse management, but also supply chain in general, because basically the warehouse management is an add-on of the Magaya supply chain management. Okay, the cool thing that we love about the Magaya supply chain here is that you are able to have a complete A to Z sort of view of your warehouse management. We're speaking about efficiency. We're speaking about inventory management. We're speaking about warehouse management. We're talking about the floor optimization. We're talking about yard management. We're talking about automation, warehouse automation also. So this is really good. So think about Magaya as a larger sort of software tool that's not just limited to warehouse management. Okay, so you have supply chain, you have inventory, you also have customs compliance. This is really cool. Also, if you want to, if you have an international sort of operation and you want to be on the good side of the law, Magaya can really help you with their compliance, with their customs compliance sort of module. They also have a rate management module. They have a digital freight module. They have also an automation module. So this is kind of cool. And Magaya also can be, you can think of Magaya as an ERP because it has a CRM. So it has a CRM, client relationship management. So when we think about Magaya, what's the bottom line here? Think of Magaya as a single end-to-end solution for all kinds of supply chain operations. And Magaya is kind of cool for customs brokers, warehouse operators, freight forwarders, small business owners, and large business owners. Not a problem. But if you are a small business owner, you better have a critical mass, a certain critical mass, to actually enjoy all the features and capabilities of Magaya. Otherwise, it will be just a waste of money for you. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation about Magaya warehouse management software. Let's talk about the benefits of so when you look at the Magaya warehouse management software, what are the benefits you really need to pay attention to? The cool thing is that when you think about Magaya, I think I've already established the fact that it's an all-in-one sort of solution, right? It's an all-inclusive solution. So you have all-inclusive inventory reports, you have faster receiving, you have proper sequencing in the warehouse. You have so those are the top three in our view that are really cool. Let's first go a little granular here. So when we talk about all-inclusive inventory reports, I'm talking to you about Magaya enabling your warehouse managers, your warehouse teams to generate reports on your inventory to increase visibility. And so the reports enable you to visualize inventory quantities and establish what is needed, what is sold, and what's on the move, right? So this kind of helps you in terms of inventory valuation and inventory optimization. And Magaya will give you a complete picture of your inventory and help you make informed, wide-ranging decisions that deliver tangible results. And besides, with the reports, it's also very, very easy to allocate resources, determine profits, and discover new ways to generate income, not just minimizing costs, right? I mean, determine profits, because when you if you have a proper valuation for your inventory, this has an impact on your balance sheet, because inventory is an asset, and it also impacts your cash flows as well. You also have faster receiving. So Magaya warehouse management system is actually built to deliver inventory details from outside vendors. This is kind of cool, even before the goods arrive. So that's what we love about Magaya, because basically, even though Magaya has a steep learning curve, once you actually pass that learning curve, that initial learning curve, you are able to actually optimize your warehouse management from A to Z. And so you are able to, so they have like a robust tracking system that lets you control and manage cargo inventory before it arrives in your warehouse. And when the items arrive, the Magaya solution allows you to quickly scan barcodes on pallets or packages and send the details to a secure database in real time, because everything with Magaya is cloud-based. So this is kind of cool. So the proper sequencing in the warehouse also allows you to actually optimize your inventory management a little further. So this is just fantastic. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Magaya Warehouse Management System. I want to talk to you about the features you need to think about if you are contemplating buying Magaya. So when we talk about warehouse management, we're thinking about on hand cargo processing directly from quotes, bookings, pickup orders, or inbound shipments. You have sales orders from commerce quotes. You have online sales orders. You have automated allocation rules. You have pricing rules and minimum price protection. This is kind of cool. You have part numbers, serial numbers, lot numbers, and expiration dates. And what we love with Magaya's warehouse management software is that it really kind of helps you with inventory valuation. So FIFO, LIFO, FIFO, and LIFO. So we're talking here about proper valuation for your inventory, whether you're talking about perpetual inventory or intermittent inventory valuation. You have pick and put away sequences that are really streamlined within Magaya. So again, the whole idea here is to give you a clear sequence of work streams that your warehouse team members need to follow as they are processing, I would say, inventory that comes to your warehouse and also inventory that's stored on your yard. So because when we talk about Magaya, we're speaking about a complete supply chain management solution. So we're speaking about not only warehouse management, but also yard management. Okay. So you have multiple warehouses in one database. You are able to define locations for receiving, storage, quality control, holding area, replenishments. This is kind of cool in terms of giving you the flexibility you need. You also have inbound receiving, outbound releasing, arrival and location of cargo, SKUs, serial numbers, lot numbers, and multiple stores. You have real-time inventory, orders, and more. You have mobile inventory management with the Flow warehouse management software. You have capture, attach photos, and scan barcodes with Binder. This is kind of cool. Cross-docking, physical and cycle counts, 3D scanning for parcels and pallets with Dimensioner. This is another tool within Magaya. You have VIN lookup and management. You're able to print labels. You have local pickups and drayage. You have pickup tasks for drivers with pictures and signatures. You have the Final Mile app. This is kind of cool. You have online pickup request. You have purchase orders management. This is really good. And what we love about Magaya is that you also have automatic replenishment, average cost and landed cost calculation, back order management, PO management via EDI into inbound shipments. You have PO reports, accounting, online payments, shipment liquidation in one click. This is kind of cool. You have multiple currencies. You also have the QuickBooks online extension. So this is fantastic. Let me talk to you about the target audience here. So when we think about Magaya, what kind of target audience are we talking about here? Well, it really depends. It really depends. As I said earlier, size is not really the issue here. When we analyze Magaya, what really matters is the operational value, the mission that you have for your warehousing, for your drayage, for instance, for your logistics, for your supply chain overall. Okay, so that vision will actually drive you to actually go towards Magaya or another software provider. So if you are listening to me right now, you would find Magaya really interesting, because you'll find Magaya interesting if you are looking for this specific quotes, this specific features rather, quotations, bookings, and pickup orders. If you would like to have a tool that allows you to receive online booking requests, then Magaya is actually one of should be on your short list. If you are thinking about air, ocean, and ground shipments consolidations, think about Magaya, among others, of course. If you want to use proof of delivery software to capture accurate data, think about Magaya, among others. Here you also have step-by-step procedures to accomplish cargo operations. You are able to enable your customers to track their cargo around the world with the Live Track plugin. So there is within Magaya, there is a live Track plugin that allows you to actually have complete visibility of your inventory and of your goods in general. So when we talk about the target audience, we're speaking about freight forwarders, we're talking about customs brokers, 3PLs, so third-party logistics providers. We have warehouses, we have couriers, we have importers and exporters from small business to enterprise level. Okay, even if you're a small, even if you are a micro business, a one person business, you will really find Magaya interesting as long as you are looking for the types of features that you find within Magaya. Okay, what we love about Magaya is that you have accounts payable, invoicing, and bank reconciliation all sort of clustered into one sort of platform. You can add custom fields to enhance reporting. You have a comprehensive range of features. You have heavy customization options. You have in-depth shipment details, and you also have integration with third-party shipping carriers, including UPS, USPS, for instance. You have FedEx, you have DHL. So the integration is kind of critical here. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Magaya. This is Magaya, a Magaya warehouse management software review. Let's talk about the value added here. So when we think about Magaya, what kind of value should you be thinking about? Well, Magaya has a constellation of benefits, a constellation of capabilities that can really add value to your operation. Okay, so basically, for example, when you have custom alerts, this is kind of cool. You have information about your supply network, especially you're able to coordinate your supply network, especially because if you have warehouses across various geographies, you want to be able to have a clear idea. You want to be able to coordinate your supply networks, and Magaya really helps you do that. Magaya warehouse management software really also helps you with order fulfillment. You are able to optimize your order fulfillment. You're able to generate purchase orders. It really also adds value in terms of tracking those purchase orders that have been generated. And you also have supplier delivery scheduling. So Magaya really does a great job when it comes to helping you understand that part of your supply chain. We also love the fact that you have automation of warehouse operations within Magaya. You have inventory storage. You also have stock monitoring, and this is a 24/7 stock monitoring. So it doesn't matter whether your team is at work or not. Stock has been monitored 24/7. So when we think about the value that Magaya warehouse management software adds, it really adds value when it comes to inventory control, when it comes to inventory counting, when it comes to receiving, when it comes to put away management. This is kind of important when we talk about put away management. We're talking also about put away optimization and put away execution. You are talking about cargo management. You're talking about financial reporting. Earlier, I was talking to you about some integrations to third-party accounting software. You have assignment management. You have records management. You have batch picking management. This is kind of important. You have warehouse mobile plugin, so you are able to actually track everything from your warehouse from a mobile device. You have electronic signature capture, and you have 3PL management, third-party logistics provider management. Let's talk about the pricing here. You can probably see on the screen here that basically Magaya wants you to contact them. Okay, they want to assign you to a sales rep who will be tasked with convincing you to go with the software. So they do not actually publish their pricing information on the website. So you're gonna have to contact Magaya to have more information. One thing I want to tell you here is that basically there's also no free trial. So you will have a free demo, but there's no free trial. So, and basically once you actually, if you enjoy the demo, then you just sign up with Magaya. Now, one thing I want to say here is that Magaya is not cheap, so you really have to account for like at least 4 digits. I mean, not 4 digits, 3 to 4 digits in terms of pricing per month. And so we're speaking about your business or your warehousing operation reaching a certain critical mass, a certain critical threshold before you actually contact Magaya. Because Magaya is not just, again, as I said before, it's not just about warehouse management. It's about supply chain management. Okay, so the final price you will pay Magaya really will depend upon the features that you want within your Magaya suite. So basically, pricing will actually depend upon what kind of, like, if you want features as varied as inventory management, warehouse management, order fulfillment, shipping management, supplier management, billing and invoicing, barcoding and RFID, transportation management, order management, quotes, estimates, air shipping, container shipping, freight shipping, ground shipping, ocean shipping, parcel shipping, shipment tracking, 3PL, electronic data interchange, customer portal, 3PL management, rate management, import export management, bills of lading. This is kind of important. And international forwarders, local forwarders, and way bills. So the bottom line here is that your pricing at the end will depend upon your choice. So how many I would say how many features you want to have, and Magaya will they will judge how much they can charge you based on that. So it is what it is. Let me talk to you about the extras here. So what are the extras? When you think about Magaya, what are the extras? First of all, in terms of devices supported, you have Windows, Mac, and web-based. This is really good. In terms of deployment for this software, you have cloud-based or on-premise, not a problem. So Magaya folks can come to your place and really to your place of business rather, and actually deploy the software for you, not a problem. You have Magaya actually supports English, Spanish, and Portuguese, and you have all kinds of customers. You have small businesses, you have large businesses, you have medium businesses, not a problem. In terms of support, you can get support from Magaya via email, phone, live support, training, and also some support tickets. Okay, this is really cool. But the thing is that Magaya is really great for all kinds of businesses. And imagine, I mean, if you have to think about pricing, think about $600 all the way to $1,500 per month. Okay, but Magaya is not the only player in this field. When we talk about Magaya, we're talking about competitors such as ShipBob, warehouse management system. We have Zebra warehouse. We have Datex, 3PL warehouse management system. We have Slingshot inventory and warehouse management. We have North Star warehouse management system. So this is kind of important to keep in mind. But the bottom line here is that if you have warehousing and you need to have some kind of support or some kind of optimization, you will enjoy Magaya's features. So what is the verdict here? Is Magaya worth it? Yes. Our answer is a resounding yes. Magaya is really worth it. Now the thing is that Magaya has three things you need to think about. Magaya is expensive. Number one, Magaya really has a steep learning curve at the beginning. Number two, and Magaya actually has they have glitches from time to time. So basically, you gotta have a certain sort of what we call critical mass. I think I've said this before. Certain critical mass to actually find Magaya really interesting. But once you pass the initial sort of learning curve, you will find Magaya as a great cloud-based, as a strong cloud-based platform for operations, accounting, visibility and tracking, connectivity and compliance. So here you are looking at what? You're looking at an all-in-one solution, okay? A supply chain management. So the warehouse management software, the warehouse management module is part of the supply chain management software, okay? So this is how you want to analyze it. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let me do a quick recap here. So in today's conversation, I was talking to you about Magaya warehouse management software. So this was a review. So I give you the presentation, the benefits, the features, the target audience, the value added, the pricing, the extras, and finally the verdict. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.